What up, YouTube? It's your boy King Pookie. So I'm coming back with another video. So should the Bears move away from Mitch Trubisky and we need to get a new quarterback? We haven't had a good quarterback in Chicago for a real good quarterback since in 31 years. I have a stats right here from when we had Jim McMahon, probably the best quarterback we had in Bears history. I have his stats right here. Last time he played for the Bears, he had 1,492 completions, percentages 58 yard, and then in yards he had 18,148 touchdowns. He had 100 interceptions, 90. His QB ratings was a 78.2, and then his rushing yards was 1,631 and 16 touchdowns, 226 sacks. How many yards? 1,344 yards. And he had he had 30 fumbles, and he had 5. So that means like he had 5 he out of those fumbles he had only 5 of them, I guess. He was only drafted, and he drafted number 5, and it's and Mitch Trubisky was drafted number 2. We should at least have, he should be decent. I mean, he's number 2, and he's not showing that he's really a number 2 draft that we picked up and that we moved up to get Mitch Trubisky, and we passed Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. So that's the and then I also have the for Jay Cutler. He was okay. But he did way better than Mitch Trubisky. At least he got us close to the Super Bowl, and Mitch Trubisky only got us to the first round, and we got knocked out. And he really needs to prove, that Sunday's game against Philadelphia, if he doesn't show up, I don't know, man. He's like, I know they didn't do anything in the trading deadline, Ryan Pace, so they're probably gonna just ride with Mitch and see what happens, because Ryan Pace, man, he just didn't make a move or anything like that. But see, if Mitch doesn't do anything by the end of the season, they really need to look for a new quarterback on the off season. So here are the stats for Jay Cutler when he was with the Bears. He hit 3,045 completions, 62 percentage, 35 133 yards. He had 227 touchdowns, interceptions. His QB ratings was an 8.3, and his rushing was 1,682 and 9 touchdowns and 322 sacks. I think it was yards is YDL. SL, I don't know, those are the abbreviations. 135, and then he had 95 fumbles. I don't know, that means 38 times from the 95, and he was drafted at number 11, and he was better than Mitch. Mitch, man, he's probably like under 10. And he just got, and Mitch was number 2 in the draft. So yeah, the last time with Jay Cutler, that was in 2000. he lasted 2009 to 2016. So we need to get somebody that will like last long because you don't want to hang have Mitch Trubisky for more than three seasons. I'm usually a franchise player, a franchise quarterback lasts like 7 years or more. Unless if you're Tom Brady and you're really good and you can last and your age. So but they need here are the stats for Mitch Trubisky. He had ratings. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Completions. He had a 611, and percentages 637, 36 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. His QB ratings was 86.4. His rushing was 700, 5 touchdowns, I think 69 sacks, and yards was 429, 25. I mean 425, 17 fumbles, and he was and the last time I guess number I don't know the 7, but he was drafted number 2. Drafted number 2, and he's not playing like a number 2. Like we are expecting, and man, if he doesn't have a good game against Philly, man, they have to get a new quarterback. I don't know what's gonna take to get Teddy Bridgewater. That's the name around. Everybody's saying that we should get him, but I don't know. He's going to cost a lot of money. And who knows? Um, Drew Brees is getting old, so they might want to keep Teddy Bridgewater. But we need to draft somebody that in the draft next year, and we have to get at least a good quarterback to groom this new guy, cause and plus we need a new backup because Chase Daniel, he's getting old, and he's not good. I don't think he's that good. So, but yeah, that's I'm really sick and tired of Mitch Trubisky. It's time. I mean, even Eddie Pinero, he has more points, scored more points than you have scored in those couple games that you played from since you were injured. And so I know like when we like you down the ball, couldn't couldn't you guys run the ball and like man they get more yards to get closer to the goal so that Eddie had a better position, and now all these fans are blaming Eddie. Eddie, man, at least he was injured and he toughed it out and he scored couple of kicks for us. Not like Mitch. Mitch, man, he just like overthrows his receivers. And but we need another. If he's gonna need to show up like in the Buccaneers game of last year. But if he doesn't do anything by end of the season, I think they really new reevaluate on the draft on the quarterback because us Bear fans are really sick and tired of losing and get not even make it to the playoffs. Only one season we got into the playoffs, and so I mean everybody wants a Super Bowl. Like everybody's gonna say they're gonna win the Super Bowl. So we had high expectations this year with this team, and they just let us down, and coaching staff let us down. They, I mean, like I know they got upset because we booed them, but we have the right. we pay all this money for those seats, because those seats are very expensive, and then especially getting food at the concession stands, and you add the parking, that's a lot of money, So I mean, you gotta play better performance. We have to have a show better performance, and like last Thursday, the the 49ers were playing the Arizona Cardinals, and my brother said, it must be pretty nice to have at least a decent quarterback. And man, and he was right, because it's pretty nice to have a quarterback, and we don't have one. So, man, but Mitch, you gotta show out, man, if another team is gonna pick you up, because I don't think it's not looking good for you at all. So, man, hopefully they'll win tomorrow and pull out a victory or something out of the hat. But Matt Nagy, man, if he doesn't make good plays, they gotta reevaluate on the coach, because last year he was the coach of the year, and now he just is terrible. It's like, I don't know. Maybe was it the coaching staff that was changed or something? But you know, Van Nicky, you're on this hot seat with Ryan Pace and Mitch. You're on the hot seat, so man. So that's. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. This video's getting out. Bears down, Chicago Bears fans.